Welcome to my channel. Today, I will show you a daily English speaking routine that almost nobody uses, but it can change your speaking in just 1 week. But here's the interesting part. This routine is so simple that most learners ignore it. Why? Because it feels too easy. But easy does not mean weak. Easy can be powerful. And today, I will prove it to you. If you stay until the end, you will leave with a routine you can start right now at home, even if you are shy or busy. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The simple routine most beginners ignore. Let me start with something surprising. Most English learners practice everything except the skill that improves speaking the fastest. They study grammar, they memorize long lists of words, they watch English videos silently. But here's the strange part: they rarely speak. And when they do speak, they feel slow, nervous, and unsure. Why does this happen? Because your mouth and brain are not trained to move in English. They are trained to think first, speak later. And that creates fear. But there is a simple way to fix this, a method used by actors, public speakers, and language learners around the world. It's called shadowing. And don't worry, the word sounds complicated, but the method is very easy. You just listen to a short piece of English and you copy it at the same time. Not later, not after thinking. At the same time. Like a shadow following a person. Sounds simple, right? But here's what most people never notice. When you shadow, your brain stops translating. You start speaking naturally. You copy rhythm. You copy tone. You copy confidence. And something powerful happens. You feel like an English speaker for the first time. Let me give you a small secret. Even if you understand only 40% of what you hear, shadowing still works. Yes, it still builds fluency. Why? Because your mouth is training, your mind is training, your ears are training. And this training builds real speaking ability. Most learners ignore shadowing because it feels new or strange. But that is exactly why it works. When you try something new, you grow. And when you grow, you speak better. Now, you may be wondering, how do I actually do this shadowing thing? Good question. Let's go to chapter 2, where I show you exactly how to shadow English at home, even if you have only 5 minutes. Chapter 2: How to shadow English at home in 5 minutes. Let me show you the simplest method you will ever learn for English speaking. It takes 5 minutes. You can do it in your room, in your kitchen, before bed, right after waking up, anywhere. This is why it works. First, choose a short audio clip. It can be from YouTube, a podcast, or even your favorite English show. But here's the fun part: it must be short. 1 minute is enough. Most learners choose something long and they get tired. You won't. You'll choose something small so you can finish it. Second, press play and start copying the voice immediately. Don't wait, don't think, don't translate, just copy. If the speaker says, "I'm walking to the store," you say it too. If they say it fast, you say it fast. If they pause, you pause. You become their echo. Most learners do this wrong because they try to understand everything. But here is what changed everything for me. Shadowing is not about understanding. It's about rhythm. It's about flow. It's about training your mouth to move in English without fear. You will feel strange during the first 30 seconds. That's normal. Your brain is waking up. Your voice is warming up. And then suddenly, something interesting happens. The sounds start to feel natural. Your speed increases. Your confidence grows. You feel like you are speaking with a native speaker, not after one. Do this for 5 minutes, not more, not less. And if you feel stuck, smile, because that means you are learning, Now that you can shadow, let's turn this skill into something even better. Real life English you can use every day, even if you never leave your house. Chapter 3, Turning Shadowing into Real Life English. Shadowing is powerful on its own, but when you mix it with real life English, the results become amazing. Let me show you how. After your 5-minute shadowing practice, look around your room. Look at your bed, your window, your phone, your clothes. And now, say what you are doing, say what you want, say what you plan to do. This is called self talk, and it is one of the strongest habits for speaking English confidently. For example, say, I am opening the window. Simple, but here's the strange part. Your brain starts to believe that English is a natural part of your life. Not a school subject, not a test. Your life. You can do this while cooking. I am cutting the onions. While cleaning, I am folding my clothes. While walking, I am closing the door. It feels small, but it changes everything. Most people never notice this trick. The more you use English inside your daily life, the faster your fluency grows. You don't need big words. You don't need long sentences. You just need real actions. Now, combine this with shadowing. Shadow for 5 minutes. Then speak about your life for 2 minutes. Talk about your morning, your plans, your feelings, even your problems. This is where the magic begins. You start to think in English without forcing yourself. And now that you're using English in real moments, it's time to make your English sound more natural, smoother, and more confident. That's what we will explore in the next chapter. Chapter 4, How to Sound Natural and Confident. You can speak English, but can you sound confident? Can you sound natural? Can you speak with rhythm? Many learners say no, but let me show you what native speakers do without thinking. English has music. It has rises and falls. It has soft sounds and strong sounds. If you speak every word in the same tone, it feels flat. And flat speech sounds like low confidence. But here's the good news. Shadowing trains the music automatically. You don't need to memorize any rules. You just copy the speaker's voice. Here's something powerful. When you shadow, you pick up the emotion. If the speaker sounds happy, you sound happy. If they sound serious, you sound serious. You start to feel the language, not just say it. This tiny habit makes a big difference. Pause for 1 second before your first word. Just 1 second. That pause makes your speech sound 10 times more confident. Most learners skip this part. They jump into speaking and sound nervous, but not you. You now know the secret. Rhythm, emotion, pauses. And now that you can sound confident, it's time to see what happens when you follow this routine for 7 days straight. Yes, only 1 week. Chapter 5, The 7-Day Speaking Transformation. Let me tell you something exciting. When you follow this routine, 5 minutes of shadowing, 2 minutes of self-talk, your English starts to change fast. Day 1, you feel strange, you make mistakes, you laugh at yourself. But this is a good sign. Your brain is waking up. Day 2, words start to come faster. The sounds feel lighter. Something inside you says, I can do this. Day 3, you shadow faster. You copy the voice more clearly. You understand more than before. Day 4, now something interesting happens. You start speaking English without planning. You feel small moments of fluency. Day 5, this is the day almost everyone notices a big change. You speak with more speed, more confidence, you feel brave. Day 6, your sentences become smoother. Your tongue moves easier. English doesn't feel foreign anymore. Day 7, this is the moment learners smile because they hear themselves speak and they think, this is me? I sound good. Most people give up too early. But when you reach day 7, You understand your real power. And now you need to make this routine part of your daily life. Let's go to the final chapter. Chapter 6: How to make this routine a daily habit. Here is the truth: success comes from habits, not motivation. Motivation is like fire, it starts big, then fades. But habits are like sunlight, they show up every day. So, how do you make this routine part of your life? Simple. Make it small, make it easy. Make it almost impossible to skip. Shadow for 5 minutes, talk for 2 minutes. That's it. Do it when you wake up or before sleep, or when you're making tea. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Most people stop because they expect big results too quickly. But here's what successful learners do: they celebrate small wins, they smile when they speak one good sentence. They feel proud when they shadow 1 minute better than yesterday. Identity is the real secret. Tell yourself, I am an English speaker. Say it, believe it, act like it. Every day you follow this routine, this identity grows stronger. You are not waiting for fluency, you are building it. You already started today. And the next step is simple: stay connected and keep learning with me. If this routine helped you, make sure to subscribe for more daily English lessons. Click like so. More learners can find this video. And comment below, how many minutes will you practice today? I'll be reading every comment.